I will give the spoon 2 coats of color, the top of the spoon. So I'm pretty done with the first coat. I'm gonna let that dry for like 10 minutes and then we'll finish it off. Actually, I'm just gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna finish it right now. I can give a little tip, something I've done in the past. I've done one quick little coat of airbrush color, and then if you have like, what's it called, silver highlight, while the airbrush is still tacky, you can dry brush the silver highlight onto the spoon and it'll gleam like a real silver spoon. It's amazing. But in this case, I'm gonna stick with just the airbrush color. I don't wanna get carried away in this little part. I don't want it to pool. I don't know if you can see my cute little detail there. I love it. It makes it look so real to me. I mean, this does look pretty real in general. It's the shape. I'm pretty convinced. Okay. So there we have our spoon all ready for our board. So just place it aside and let it dry until assembly. Okay, so I am ready to airbrush my corn dog. I'm actually going to trim my stick. I think that's a good length. So I'm going to start with ivory, and then I'm going to come in with some brown, just at the very tips. Woo! See, that's why you test it. You don't want to misfire like that. So we're going to focus mainly on the 2 ends. So let's begin. Very gently, light hand. Just airbrush it. Go in little bursts. You don't want to go, oops, sorry, was that not centered? There we go. You don't want to go too heavy. You can't take it away. Back to the ends. I think there's a little bit of cornstarch there. You want to rub that off. There we go. Kind of want to give a general spray all over. Kind of fuse those 2 ends so they don't seem so blocky. So just a general goldening. There we go. That looks pretty awesome. Make sure you get underneath. Okay, so I'm gonna add just a touch of brown at either end. So just a little bit of brown. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of ivory just to kind of soften the brown so it's not so raw and brown. Okay, so just ever so slightly. Okay, there we go. Just gonna pick it up, just give it a little spray. It's ready for its little squiggle of ketchup now. Our corn dog is all airbrushed and it's overall pretty dry. At this stage, I like to apply a little squiggle of ketchup. And I do that with some fondant. You could do it with royal icing if you choose, but I'm not a big piper. Not very good at it. So I'm just going to use some fondant. Just breaking off a small piece. Start with a ball. And then you're going to start to roll a long rope. I like to use my fondant smoother for a more precise rope. So now we're going to squiggle it up. So just making a funny little repetitive S shape over and over again. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. A nice little tip is to always have like the ends facing in opposite directions. It just looks nicer. Okay, let's grab the corn dog, grab our ketchup, place it on the top, and get your placement. Happy with that?